Didn't want to do this video and still don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it because anytime I tell myself I don't want to do something, it usually means I'm insecure and I want to try to break through that insecurity. Yesterday, we all got word that a professional golfer, Grayson Murray, took his own life, committed suicide, and is no longer with us. 30 years old. And it hits pretty hard. I don't know the man. I don't know anything about him, but I've got a 30-year-old son and I've got children in their mid to late 20s and all over the map as far as ages go. And it always hits me when I get these news stories because some of you know, some of you don't. A few years back, about 8 years ago, my girlfriend at the time, potentially fiance, we were moving along in that kind of direction, took her own life. And it was unexpected and it was devastating and it hurt me in ways that I don't know that I'll ever recover. So when I see these stories, at first I want to brush them off because it's a painful reminder of what I've been through. And on the other hand, I feel compelled to say something because so many people are struggling. And sometimes a message like this can give them hope to continue on. But all I can say is that it's never the right answer. I can tell you that. And as I watch the children of my ex-girlfriend grow and age and graduate high school and do all the things that kids do, every time I think she missed out on that, she missed out on that, and she missed out on that. The other thing about this subject that's I've changed is that in the beginning, before I had this happen to me in such a close manner, I used to say, how could somebody do that? That's so selfish of them, especially, they have children. How could they possibly do that? But after you know somebody who's done it, you don't ask those questions anymore. You realize that there's a deeper pain that is going on that takes over every aspect of somebody's life. So the logical thinking that we have of how could they do that is not the thinking that's going through their mind. And I believe that empathy only comes from experience. So my point is that I now have empathy for people that do this. And the empathy is because I understand that I don't understand what's going on in their mind, but I can feel their pain and I can feel their suffering. And it resonates with me now in a different way. And so there's no judgment. I remember somebody saying, after they heard about it, they said, oh, must be the most selfish mother in the world to do that to her children. And again, that's somebody that lacks empathy. They have not been through something like this. And so you don't understand all the moving parts that are involved. But the bottom line in all of this is, we have these self-awareness months, whatever. Mental illness is not a month, it's a daily chore. It's a daily grind that people go through. And so it's great that we bring awareness to the subject, but the reality is people that live in this darkness and this desperation, they live it daily. And I used to say that Kelly, the girl that passed away in my life, every day was a challenge for her. Every single day she struggled with the simplest of things, getting out of bed, getting ready for the day, things of that sort. I will also say sometimes the people that put off the most perfect image in life, especially with social media, there's no perfection there. It's really overcompensating for the void that's inside of them. So they project this amazing, great life to all of us. Deep down inside, they're all hurting very deeply. That's what makes this subject so complicated. How do you know where somebody's really at? And you don't. So the only answer I can think of is just to love people the best you can, as long as you can. That's really the answer from my perspective.